Are you showing up every single day? You're doing everything they told you that you should do to move your business forward. But it feels like the more you do things, it's still not working out the way that you wanted it to. You've been listening to the YouTube tutorials. They're telling you to narrow down your niche and you need to post at best 3 to 5 times a day. And the other ones is telling you, look, we're making $10,000 a day. So you try, you show up, and still your bank account remains the same. If we haven't met yet, my name is Andra Russell. I am a business implementation and financial accountability coach for Christian women entrepreneurs, and I help you stop doing all the things that don't work and actually follow through on those that do. So, if you're tired of putting in all of this effort and your business is still not showing you the results, I want you to stay with me because what I'm about to share is probably not what you want to hear. And so, if this is you, go ahead and comment me below. So, if you are tuning in live, give me a hashtag live. If this is the replay for you, go ahead and give me a hashtag replay. What I know to be true is there are times when you're looking on Facebook, you're looking on Instagram, and you're looking at all of these people and they seem to have it so together, right? You are starting to grow your business, you're starting to build your audience, but then you're wondering, well, I'm doing this thing, I'm doing the next thing, and nothing seems to be working. And you look at all of these people and it's like, gee, they're making $10,000 days. They're making $20,000 days, right? And you're overwhelmed because it's like, what am I doing wrong? I have been where you are at some point, and the struggle is actually pretty real. It's pretty real. But the thing is, you are you, and that person is that person. So, what are you not doing that you should be doing, right? Because why is it not working for you when it appears to be working for them? Or, they have it all together and you don't, right? You feel like you don't. So, you've been learning everything, you buy the programs, and you try as best to be as consistent as possible. And then you begin to think, well, maybe you have the wrong strategy. Maybe the strategy that you're using is not the right one, right? But the thing about it is, think about it for a second. If that was actually true, then wouldn't something have worked by now? Because I'm sure you've been switching from strategy to strategy. So, is that the real problem, right? Maybe the problem is not the strategy in itself, but the fact that you are just doing a little too much, right? You may have your focus and priorities may be in the and not in the right areas. So you may have no focus, no clear priorities, no follow through, and with all the information that you have, that is not actually going to help you because if the system is broken where there is no focus, no clear priorities, or no follow through, it's always going to lead you back to frustration. And so instead of trying to do all of these things, could it be maybe that you need to simplify a little bit, right? Maybe you need to figure out what it is that you should be focusing on, right? So, what if I tell you that maybe you should focus more on what actually is going to make you money? What you will actually follow through on because that is important. Implementation is important. You can have all the strategies in the world, but if you're not actually going to follow through, nothing is going to happen. And also, you want to be doing what aligns with what God has called you to do, right? Because sometimes you see someone else doing something and you want to jump on that train, but that is really not what God has called you to do. And so you want whatever you're calling to be, it has to be aligned with what your talents are, right? So that you're not frustrated because more is not always better, right? And I'm sure you know that already because you are doing quite a bit at the moment, right? So we know that more is not always going to be better for you. And so, what do we do? The whole idea is if you've been starting and stopping, you've been doing too much, you've been dabbling in so many different strategies, and you're still not getting paid consistently. Now you understand why it's possible it's happening, because your focus is off. You're not following through the way that you are supposed to be. And so it's not about having all these strategies, right? You're pulling from so many strategy, but it's about focusing more on the right things. Those things that's actually going to make you money, what will actually help you to follow through, and what aligns with what God has called you to do. Because every single step and every time you stop, what you do is you're actually restarting your results, right? And so you're starting something, you're stopping, you're starting, you're stopping. It's almost like you're starting all over again and you're restarting the results instead of following through with what you know you already need to do, right? So, how many of you feel like you are just not focusing on the right things and you're constantly starting over? If that's you, go ahead and comment me in the comments below. And so today, you are the one that has a choice, right? You have a decision to make. You could continue to focus on the wrong things and stay in the same cycle that you find yourself in right now. Or you can do something that is a little different, right? And if you want to create and do something different, I've created a master class. It's a free master class. Stop starting over, follow through, and get paid. In this masterclass, I'm going to be breaking down the 3 hidden mistakes that's keeping you stuck in your business and what you actually need to change. And if you're ready to stop starting over for real this time, go ahead and click that link below so you can join the waiting list, because registration is opening pretty soon. I don't want you to overthink this at all. It's time that you have a fresh start beginning today, because you need to finish what you've already started. And if you're tired of just doing everything and you're not getting the results that you want, comment below me and go ahead and join that wait list, because that is where we're going to fix what actually is not working.